Hey there, I just learned something super fantastic. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but we're gonna check it out. Let's watch some stuff.
Why is everyone not talking about this in the USA right now? We have drones, unidentified drones, flying over states such as New York and New Jersey right now, and everyone's just like, whatever. But it shouldn't be. It should actually be really concerning because Congress held a hearing and they told the FBI, hey, what the heck is going on? And the FBI pretty much said, we don't think it's any danger to the public, but to be honest, we don't really know. What do you mean you don't really know? You're telling me there's just a bunch of drones flying around in areas that are heavily populated and you just have no idea what they are? Well, there's one of two scenarios. Either the FBI is lying or they're not. Honestly, I'm a firm believer in truth, but this is the one time where I hope the FBI is lying. I hope they have it under control, and I hope that they do know what it is. Because if they actually don't know what it is, this is actually really, really scary. Like, we just have drones flying around the cities and no one seems to know where the hell they came from or why the hell they're there.
Don't worry, I know we've talked about it. That's not the incredible part. We'll get there.
Y'all, there's so many neat new prototypes for drones. I'd like to introduce y'all to the Aerodynamics XP4 Transwing. Now, this one's interesting because mid-air, it can transition from looking like an airplane to looking like a more traditional drone. Watch this.
I don't know why she whispers, but a lot of people are talking about this particular drone being the ones that they're seeing all over the East Coast right now. You ready for the really crazy part? Check this out.
I don't understand what the hell is going on. The mystery of the drones has been solved. What the F is our government doing? Faulkner Focus, about 45 minutes ago, has on a New Jersey congressman that says, I'm just going to tell you what's going on. I've been doing some digging, talking to some people high up, credible sources, so we're going to go as far as we can with that. However, the information that he released was that Iran launched what they called the mothership about a month ago and parked it off of our East Coast, full of these drones. And these drones have been launching from that ship every night and returning to it every day. While our government is saying, we don't know who's operating them and they pose no threat, are they trying to say that Iran isn't a threat to the United States coming in here and surveilling us and our land and our military bases and our nuclear sites? That poses no freaking threat? Telling you right now, I would have felt more safe with an alien invasion. At least we would have fought back, I would assume. But we're not doing shit. We're not doing nothing. Our government isn't doing nothing except for lying to the American people. So I have a question. If they're not going to protect us and our skies, are we allowed to? Can we do something personally about these drones flying over us every single night? Shouldn't we be allowed to if they're not gonna?
What? So this congressman from New Jersey is like, yeah, Iranian ship out there with all these drones, and that's what's going on. And the Pentagon is like, no, that's not what's happening. And the FBI too. They know what's going on. They have to know what's going on. Why are these drones there? Because for days and days and days, this has been happening, and they're not saying anything. They just don't know. How can they just don't know? They totally freaking know, and they're not telling us for why. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make us feel secure for one reason or another, and things are backfiring somewhere. I don't know. I could speculate all day. My conspiracy brain is just going crazy right now. But how freaking crazy of an assumption that is, that it's an Iranian ship sending drones over to our East Coast.
Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down. Well, here's the real deal, Harris. You know, I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information, and again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you the straight deal from very high-positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this. Our government, and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. Not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall and they're fueled,
Absolutely.
I told you this was fantastic information. Well, I thought it was fantastic information. I hope that you did too. I don't know where he's getting this information from. These higher ups must have some kind of crazy channels where they're getting this information and just kind of leaking it down to them. But still, the government's like, no, that's not what's going on. The Pentagon even outright denied the claim. What? We need to start bringing them down. They need to find some way, like I said earlier, one of them big old net guns and just bring one down. Did you notice that she said they're the size of an SUV now? Weren't they the size of a small car earlier, like a couple days ago? They just keep getting bigger. I don't know. But the whole contract with China, with Iran, okay, that's a whole lot. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I just couldn't wait until Friday, so I wanted to bring it to you today. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet of information that I found. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me again. Have a wonderful day.